Alright, today we're going to be looking at a solo guitar version of George Harrison's While My Guitar Gently Weeps. I had posted this in a video a week or two and some people said they were interested in the lesson, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. This is just a very easy, rough, freestyle version of the song that you can strum along to in front of the fire, on your couch, on the porch, what have you. I'm just going to be giving you the framework, including the chord progression and the melody line, and you can fill in and embellish as you like. Play it in whatever speed you like. I'm doing it sort of in a freestyle. And again, this is something that I just sort of came up with very loosely based on the amazing version that Jake Shimbakoru, hope I'm pronouncing that right, the ukulele virtuoso, plays. This is of course a highly simplified version compared to what Jake does. But that's kind of where the idea sprung from for me. So the song is in A minor. The verses and the solo are in A minor. And the bridge is in A major, giving it a more upbeat tonality, whereas the verse is, you know, more of the minor melancholy tonality. So it starts on an A minor chord. And what you're going to be doing is hammering on the second string first fret from the B to the C, and then playing the A note on third string second fret. I'm playing with a pick. If you can play fingerstyle better than I can, then you can probably do a much nicer rendition. You would be, you know, playing the A note open on the fifth string with your thumb while you're finger picking these notes on the second and third strings. Again, I'm playing with a pick, and what we're going to do there is we're going to play that hammer on 3 times, and the third time we're shifting from the A minor chord to the F. There's no need to fret your first string of the F chord, because we're not hitting it, so it doesn't matter. What does matter is the melody note on the second string, and it goes so we went from the B to the C to the D with that pinky note, second string, third fret, and then pulled off back to the C. Alright, very simple. We go back to the A minor chord. What we're doing there on the A minor chord couldn't be easier. We're going to just play an arpeggio down the first 3 strings. To a G major chord. The important thing there is that you're doubling your fifth, your D note there at the second string, third fret. Instead of playing it open a B like you might normally do with a country chord, you need to double that. You need to play add that second D note. You've of course already got a D note with the with the fourth string open. We need another D there because that's the melody note on the second string. So you want to highlight that. We're going to pull off it to the open B, play an open G, and then fret an A at the second fret, third string, while we move to a D shape. And again, I'm not bothering to fret that first string, because we're not hitting it. And one more time. That's the end of the first verse. And as a fill, I just play an arpeggio of that D suspended 2. Just again, your first 3 strings played downward. And then the first verse actually ends on the E chord. And what I do hit the 6th string, mute it a little bit, and then play the 1st string open, hammer the 3rd string from the from the open to the 1st, and then play the 2nd string open. You can do whatever you want. Again, this is freestyle, free time. Play at whatever speed, whatever way you want, but that's just the way I add those fills. Second time around with the verse, the only thing different is the D chord is replaced by a C chord. Alright, so it's the same up to that point. Of the C chord you like. I'm hitting like the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, and then similarly I do an arpeggio. Same way I did with the D, just an arpeggio downward of the first 3 strings before you end the verse on that E chord with the... Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, the bridge shifts to an A major key, which gives it a more upbeat tonality. So the first chord instead of the A minor is going to be an A major. We're going to play it in our normal open position manner, which for me is barring it. I mean, some people play it like this, which in a way might be better for playing the melody actually, but I'm just so used to playing it this way. Either way, however you play your open A, but the melody is staying there on that 2nd string, so it's just 2nd, open, 2nd. We're moving up to a C sharp minor, 4th fret. That's just your A minor shape. Come up to a B minor, 4th fret will be a C sharp minor. To stretch our pinky up there to the the 7th fret, 2nd string, hit the F sharp note there, and then come off to the 5th fret, 2nd string, the E note. So our melody note has gone up to the 1st string for the first time, that G sharp at the 4th fret. Back to the 2nd fret, this time we're playing an F sharp minor, which you may remember is your relative minor in the key of A. You can see that it's almost the same chord. There's your A, there's your F sharp minor. So, same thing, 2nd, open, 2nd on the 2nd string. Back up to the C sharp minor. So the melody is 2nd, open, 2nd, 5th, and now on the 3rd string, 6th fret. I like to bar the first 3 strings. You don't normally when you're playing that chord. But if you want to do a little hammer-on or pull-offs, hammer-ons and pull-offs with this song, you'll need to be barring, and we'll definitely see that in a minute. So, I like to play that note as a hammer-on from the 4th to the 6th fret on that 3rd string. So again, now we shift down to a B minor, 4-2-4 on the 3rd string, and I do a hammer on here from 2nd to 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So C sharp, D to A, and then E. The bridge, just like the verse, ends on an E chord. Alright, so one more time. bass riff is one of the most fun things of this song. You're just playing an E power chord there, an E5. You're barring it so that it frees up your middle finger to do that walking bass line up on the F sharp, G, G sharp. So and it sounds better if you palm mute it, right? Second time round on the bridge, exactly the same. Back to our A minor, back to our verse. And I just play it through just like I did the first time, going to the D the first time, to the C the second time. And that's it. Again, a very simple framework for you to fiddle around with and have some fun with. One other note on the gear: when I had done the first lesson, the Can't Buy Me Love solo with this Pro Jet, I had it on the bridge pickup, which is a GFS NYII. Some people emailed me, said they wanted to hear the neck pickup, the NYII, which is a single coil, a huge single coil, as opposed to humbucker. And so this is what I've been playing on today, is this neck pickup. It sounds very sweet with the Princeton Reverb, very full. It's got a lot of oomph for a single coil. It's really quite a rich pickup. I like it quite a bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have some fun with it, and thanks for joining me. I will see you again next time.